What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis made it clear that she will not be treading lightly on rappers who use criminal lyrics in their songs. After 26 members of the Atlanta's Rich Gang were arrested and wrapped up in a RICO act, she took a moment to reflect and respond to the criticism she's received. What did Fani say? Well, basically she said, if you use criminal activity lyrics in your songs, I am coming to get you and I'm going to use it against you. In short, the brazenly courageous DA said, if rappers commit crimes and brag about those crimes in their lyrics, she's going to use it against them. Fam, makes sense to me. That's her job. She's the DA. Her job, a DA's number one priority is to keep the members of the community they serve safe. That's the job. One might add, well, she's not necessarily keeping the community really safe. But basically, it's a tall task, fam. It takes a whole lot. It takes the DA, it takes the judges, it takes law enforcement, it takes members of the community. Everybody got to be responsible for the safety of the community. Can't just sit back and just think one person or one group is going to get the job done. I admire what she's doing. It's too many of these fools out here committing crimes, got the neighborhoods unsafe, the women and the children are unsafe. Hell, going to the store is an adventure. There ain't nothing in a lot of this music that's redeemable. I don't hear any cautionary tales. All I'm hearing is kill, 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 kill. No responsibility, no repercussions. That's the difference between the music that GB made, Ghetto Boys made, and some of our contemporaries made, as opposed to some of the stuff that you hear today. I said some of the stuff, not all of the stuff, but some of the stuff that you hear today. I'll even go as far as saying much of the stuff that you hear today. We talked about the street life without glorifying it. We talked about it and showed people how to navigate through it. That was the whole purpose. Cautionary tales. I don't have a problem with rappers talking about having a chopper in the trunk. But just make sure you tell those kids what's going to happen if they get caught by the police with that chopper in the trunk. You know, we can talk about all of the tough guy stuff and how you ain't scared of nothing, and if you go down, it go down, whatever. But let's talk about that judicial side of things. Let's make sure that you got the money ready to pay the lawyer when you get caught with that chopper in the trunk. Let's make sure that you good with not seeing your children for all of their childhood life if you use that chopper against somebody. You take somebody's life with that chopper. See, that's the difference. The DA ain't said nothing wrong. That's her job. You think black people don't want to be safe too? And black people got to be okay with that, because for a long time, I think the black community get picked on so much by the government and city officials and law enforcement that, we have this situation where we typically will watch them and we're looking at them and, we're waiting on the next violation, because these people that are outside of the black community, they get away with a lot of the crimes they commit, a lot of the injustices and violations that they commit against the black community. But black people typically are not going to get away if the police can identify who they are. They're not getting away with the crimes they commit against the black community. That's the big difference. So I think that's why a lot of black people be so ready to be up in arms and ready to fight those exterior forces, those people on the outside that do harm to the black community, because they feel like, oh, we got to raise hell because they may get away with it, right? And you know, if you black and they can identify you, your ass going to jail, straight up. Now, they ain't going to go out of their way to go try to find you or nothing like that. But if they get a tip, if they know that's you, they're going to snatch you off the street and put you on that slave plantation. Prison, you know, you're going to prison. That's just how it goes. So black people like to feel safe in their communities. Black people like cops, good cops. Black people don't like cops in general. We like good cops. See, some people out there, they like the bad cops too, because as long as the bad cops ain't doing them any wrong, ain't doing them any harm, they like the bad cops too. Now, we like cops, but we like good cops. We like the cops who are going to give us a fair one, you know? We like those cops. We like law and order. We want to be safe. We want our communities to be safe too. We want to be able to sit out on the porch without bullets flying, or sit in your house and watch television without putting the kids on the floor because bullets are flying and fools out there just shooting indiscriminately, you know? So that's a big misconception when people say, well, you know what, black people, you know, they won't even protect their own neighborhood and they won't say anything when somebody commits a crime. Well, a lot of times when somebody do say something, the police won't protect them. The people don't trust the police. This is why you hear a lot about this so-called no snitching policy, because the people don't trust the police to protect them if they speak out. I don't have a problem with what the DA said. If I was the DA, I'd snatch their asses off the streets too. And I'd also put that work in, give them that time. She was asked, was she targeting members of the hip hop community? She said, no, but you're not gonna brag about committing crimes in my county and think I'm just gonna sit back and watch you do it. I'm coming to get you. I don't have a problem with that. Y'all want to be safe, don't you? You want your children to be safe, don't you? This for all you tough guys out there. You say you love your children, you love your parents. Well, you can't be around them all the time. Wouldn't you like it if you had a little law and order, if your kids or your woman or your mother or father, you know, your elderly aunt, your grandparents or something came in contact with one of these kids? Wouldn't you want them to have a little sense and a little respect, right? Yeah. So yeah, the DA is doing a great job. She's doing a fantastic job. I just hope that she have that same energy for the non-blacks. Give me that same energy. I know that Georgia got a lot of like white gangs, you know, those bikers and stuff like that. When they go out there and do something, make sure you have that same energy. If you're a rapper and you're talking that gangster talk, as long as you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You can continue to make your drill music, talk about all whatever you want to talk about. As long as you ain't actually doing that. And it's a whole lot of cats out there ain't really actually doing nothing anyway. It's just entertainment. But the DA is saying, if you actually commit a crime and brag on that crime, I am going to use it against you. I see nothing wrong with that. Good job, Fanny. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?